Hi, I'm Steve. This is Fran. Today we're talking about best counter depth non-sub-zero true thermidor types, just the base refrigerators that are shallow.
Yeah. So let's start off, and we're going to talk about a few different brands here today. And really within these brands, there's a lot of different model options available there. But let's start with LG. And within LG, I'd say their most popular right now tends to be that CounterDepth Max refrigerator.
CounterDepth Max is 26.5 cubic feet. When I started,
Back in my day, feel like my dad.
refrigerators were 19.9. Now the average is 22.5. LG is 26.5. So now you don't have to compromise between standard and counter depth. The downside to it is most of it's on the door. A lot of it's on the door. The downside to any refrigerator that we're going to mention is you're going to have an ice maker dispenser issue eventually, whether it's LG. Yeah. LG, you talk about compressor issues, 1.1% of the time in the first 5 years, which is average. So whatever fridge you buy needs to be able to be fixed in your area. The one I like the most is the zero clearance hinge one that you could put next to a wall as an articulating hinge so it doesn't open up against the fridge. So you put it up against the wall. That's the one I happen to like the best.
Yeah, and I was going to say too, like when you go to, and you said it with the doors, that's kind of what happens on those CounterDepth Max, and kind of what the zero clearance fixes. So when you're opening and you're close to a door, it can really kind of hit there as well. And now with the CounterDepth Max, they have them in dispenser models, like you said, and then non-ice and water dispenser in the door, but internal water, ice in the freezer.
Yeah, you get a lot of different options. They also have their regular line. It's got 2 sensors, 2 evaporators. It's a little bit better on temperature. I mean, it's a good line, but nobody's getting an S and nobody's getting an A here.
What do we
I'd
think?
say it's a strong B.
B. All right. Some foreshadowing there. Let's jump to Bosch CounterDepth. And again, really good refrigerators here. Couple different options with 3-door, 4-door with the external drawer. And then they have dual compressors as well in their models.
Yes, it's the claim that made Sub-Zero huge back in the 60s and 70s. 2 compressors, 2 different environments, so the moist warm air doesn't mix with the colder drier air, so the temperature maintains a little bit better. You know, there's no odor transfer. It's all the Sub-Zero claims. I like this fridge a lot. 2 problems: it's only 20.8 cubic feet and it's $3,500. Not as technically reliable as an LG, but the compressor only needs to be replaced 0.4% of the time, so it's a good and bad situation. Like the fridge, very expensive for not a lot of cubic feet, but great fridge, technically.
Yeah, nice style designs too. They kind of have that handle-less option as well with the pocket handle, so it kind of fits into really any design too. B?
B.
All right, let's go cafe.
Parents have this fridge. I like the fact that you get something other than stainless. You get different handles, different finishes, white, black, 6 different handle options. So you have something different. The ice maker is really cool on this. I mean, where you see the ounces and, you know, the crispers are really kind of interesting in these. But if you don't do the finishes, you go Profile or GE, which is similar fridge without the design options for a lot less money. But what I like about GE is it's got its own service branch. Now, if you're watching this and you're buying from a box store, and I have nothing against that, is a lot of stores don't have their own service. So it's incumbent upon the manufacturer to provide. G is your safest option here. That said, it's very expensive for 22.5 cubic feet.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, depending on exactly where you're doing, a lot of similarities between Profile and Cafe. And really in both those lines, they have some new refrigerators that came out with really nice lighting, entire LED backlit walls. So yeah, really, really nice refrigerators. But exactly. And like you said, within both lines there too. So B, we're going to go
B, but if you're not buying from a dealer without service, then it's probably an A. It's probably something you should really, whether it's G, Profile, or Cafe, you can't get local service, it's probably your best bet.
All right, let's jump to Samsung now.
Love, love, love their products. I mean, yeah, I don't think the computer on the fridge matters, but I think the 4-door fridges are cool. I think their door and drawers are cool. The triple cooling where you can adjust the
bottom one.
Bottom thing to be a refrigerator or freezer. They make the most beautiful products in the appliance business.
The bespoke is really unique.
Yeah, if you want to put panels on it, typically you want color on your stove because that's the center point of your kitchen. That said, it's interesting, very interesting. The downside with Samsung is they sell more products with the least amount of service. So When you have a problem, it becomes your issue. And that's the problem with Samsung. I think they're a B.
And last brand we have on here, definitely kind of a step up in brands where they are, but a Fisher Paykel.
I like this refrigerator for panelizing it. Like if you want to panelize a fridge, for some reason you get penalized huge in price. I mean, you're looking at Sub-Zero, Thermador, Miele. All these fridges are like 15 to 20 grand. You get half that for a Fisher Paykel, and it has that clean, integrated look for less money. That said, if you're buying it in stainless steel, you know, it's less cubic feet. It's on the expensive side. I think you can do better in stainless, but panelized, this is a great option to consider if you don't want to go up to a Sub-Zero type.
Yeah, like you said, the money that you can save by doing that, and also the size sometimes, you know, like those traditional built-in refrigerators really 84 inches tall, and in some homes that can be difficult. So these are really in a 72-inch tall, kind of standard size refrigerator that you can still do that kind of fully integrated look with the custom panels is kind of nice.
Yeah, I like that fridge, but it's a B.
Yeah.
It's a B. All of them have their pluses and problems, and it's up to you to negotiate that wherever you live.
Okay, that's all of them.
That's it for best counter depths.
Did you agree with our rankings?
Probably not.
Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, click here to watch more. And thanks again for watching.